welcome to Taurus Wisdom Tarot. My name is Amber, and I am here with a intuitive channeled message for you, Taurus. So, I got this message the other day, and it had to do with divine union. Yeah, spiritual union is something else that I received. Feels like it could be about a partnership, one that has manifested that or has not manifested in the 3D reality. I was hearing unity. This all came from seeing two red birds. My mom sent me a picture. She knows that I am obsessed with birds. And so she sent me a picture of two red birds. And I automatically thought of you all. Automatically. Companionship. I heard androgynous energy. Yeah. The two red birds, if you look it up, it does say something about loved ones, your loved ones that have transitioned, they are showing up to support you, let you know that they're still around. Cooperation and balance, harmonious union. I feel like something has either manifested or is about to manifest. This could have to do with a partnership with another person, or I'm really picking up a spiritual union in the sense of this has not manifested yet, but this is what's coming in. I'm also hearing there has been some type of spiritual union within the spirit realm as far as souls finding each other. The numbers 2, 3, and 5 were also significant here. Yes. So that is what I got with that message. And so I wanted to pick up more energy when it comes to this message and see what else Spirit wants the Taurus Collective to know. So I just want to start off by asking my guides, my ancestors of the highest vibration to cover this reading, protect myself and those that are watching, and to send back any negative energy, send it back to returner, or send it back to returner. Send it back to sender. Yes, Spirit, I ask that you cover this message. Cover my loved ones, cover all of those that are watching and their loved ones. I want to get the overall energy out of this self-love tarot deck. Spirit, what is the overall message when it comes to this spiritual union, this partnership, companionship, the coming together of souls? Look up the meaning of a red bird, cardinals. Two or more because technically I think there were three, but by the time I got the picture, there were only two. Spirit, give me one message for the Taurus collective. The Apprentice of Swords, and I feel like that one wanted to come out too. So we also have Temperance. So off the bat, Temperance is already showing me like the balance. That is showing me like that's where the androgynous energy came from that I was picking up earlier, is that Temperance energy, the balancing, the alchemy. I feel like some of you have a very special guide that has recently started occupying your space. With the Apprentice of Swords here, someone is racing to the truth. Someone is being supported too in getting the truth. This is a very action-oriented card, but it's actionary. It's action-based within truth, right? It's the thought. It's the knowledge with the sword here. Very airy energy. You could be in deep thought about a lot of things. You could be receiving a lot of downloads right now. I just heard like gentle warrior energy, but it's gentle. I just heard gentle warrior. So someone is taking action, moving forward, but it's with a lot of grace, a lot of balance, a lot of harmony. It could be something that you've worked on within yourself. It could be some way that you just naturally are. You could be doing a lot, but it doesn't look like you're doing a lot. It could appear that you've... So here's an example. Like, a lot gets done when it comes to you, but nobody really knows or sees you do it. Two of Cups. So definitely a union, right? Definitely a union's come out. And it's the balancing that's showing up again here. It's this balancing energy, right? The contrast, right? The two different skin tones, the two different cups, but the understanding that the energy is fluid and forever and it's the same. It's like reciprocity. You got the moon and the sun here, the night and the day. It's the coming together of polarity. It's the balancing. It's like, yeah, it's like the universal law of polarity, the principle of polarity, the realization of duality, the understanding and the power of, and the importance of both, and how necessary both are. Queen of Cups. Yeah. Someone's receiving lots of downloads right now. Yeah, someone is receiving lots of downloads right now. And I feel like with the Ten of Swords at the bottom of the deck, and you got the Ten of Swords, you got the High Priestess, and you have the Knight of Cups. Yeah, I feel like someone's being offered some higher wisdom, some higher knowledge, maybe leveling up their consciousness, right? Priestess here, high priestess. But I feel like in order to receive this higher wisdom, there's an ending that has to happen. Things that maybe looked very pretty before and very accommodating or comfortable may have had you complacent. That has to end. There's like there's an identity of oneself that must die, that must let go. That's at the bottom of the deck. The Nine of Wands. Yeah, I feel like you don't, there's something you don't have to take forward with you anymore. If you take unnecessary baggage moving forward, it's going to be too much of a burden. It's going to leave you kind of bruised and battered. It's going to leave you kind of worn down and tired, a little defensive and guarded. There's something you have to leave behind in order to step into this union. Yeah. Four of Wands. Yeah, the Four of Wands. There's something to be had here. There's something tangible that is to come from the guidance, the wisdom, the insight that you're receiving right now. There's something tangible to be manifested from this, but there's something that has to be left behind in order to step into your priestess energy, your priest energy. And you may very well be in your priest or priestess energy, but there's another level that's now, being offered to you. Offered to you. There's another level, there's some more insight being poured into you. And there's a level that is available for you to access if you release something, let something go. You will be able to you'll be able to move forward and possibly build that house that you want, have that family that you want, have that celebration that you want, that you deserve. Some of this has to do with you're holding on to something because you feel like you don't deserve better. Two of Disc. Yeah, you're trying to still juggle something. You're in an illusional state, thinking that you can still keep something around that looks so pretty and feels so good, but it's an illusion in which you've agreed to that makes you think that this thing is a good thing for you. It is like trying to keep yourself safe from doing what you know you need to do to move forward, right? It's like fear is an illusion. Fear is a way to hold you back or keep you from doing things. It's one of the things that the ego definitely runs on, as well as, the body, the animal, the creature in us all. But you're trying to juggle something. See how there's the yin and yang in there? And that right there, what is that? I'll have to look that up. I've seen that before somewhere. But yeah, it's the juggling, right? It's you need to balance out the energetics that are at play. And in order to do that, you're going to have to let go of something that is making the energy stagnant. I'm feeling heaviness right now. Like there's a heaviness, right? There's a heaviness here. But what you're wanting is, it's literally, it's available. I'm hearing like you're granted, like you can proceed forward. There's a balancing act though that has to take place here. You have to be in an observant state of mind in order to receive this insight. You can't be heavy on one side or the other. The scales have to be balanced. Eight of Cups, yeah, you have to emotionally move away from something. You've got to leave the cups where they are. Cancer energy. And I don't feel like what you are needing to leave behind is something that you're unaware of. I do believe that whatever illusional state or agreement you've made, you're aware of it. You're aware of it. But it's like you're doing reverse psychology on yourself in order to keep yourself safe. And the safety is, it's not real. It's really not real until you deem it to be real, but it's still an illusion. You remember, anything you create can be real to you, right? So that also being an illusion, you can create an illusion and deem it to be real and be your reality. The Emperor, yes. What is the Emperor here for? The Queen of Wands, yes, confidence. It's like you've got that fire. You know what I'm saying? You've got that fire. There's something that's fiery about you, Taurus. You may be a fire sign rising, or you may have a fire sign in your Venus. But there's something about you that is spicy. There's something about you that's spicy. What is the Queen of Wands here for? Spirit, what is the Queen of Wands here for? Eight of Swords. Yeah, I feel like you're holding this back from yourself. Like you're not really truly tapping into this very special aspect of yourself that's available. I feel like every now and then you do. But I feel like maybe, I'm hearing maybe when you were younger, you were told, you don't have to be the center of attention, or calm down, sit down, be quiet, do this, do that. It was almost always required of you to have some type of control, to appear and to look a certain way. And it has you in your head now. It has you captive. But it's a self captivity in which you've created, you've agreed to, because whatever you were told before wasn't necessarily your truth. It was someone else's truth. Now, if you have taken it on as your own, of course, now you've taken it on as your own truth, but something doesn't feel 100% authentic for you. And the authenticity, you're not really truly expressing your authenticity the way that you really, on a soul level, desire and are needing to. Yeah. King of Cups, Ten of Disc, and King of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, there's a lot of material gain to be had here. But Ten of Cups, wow. There's a lot of love to be had here too. Look at this. So you got the Ten of Cups, you got the Five of Cups, you got the Page of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, all at the bottom of the deck. The Ten of Pentacles and the King of Cups. There's a lot of mastery here. There's a lot of curiosity still. There's a lot to be gained. Ten of Pentacles and Ten of Disc together. There's a lot to be gained here. But I feel like what you're trying to convince yourself of is that it's okay to be in this space, which there's nothing against feeling down, being, maybe feeling hopeless at times. But at some point in time, you have to realize that you're the creator of your life and of your reality. And at some point, you got to get up and look around and see what's still left around you. And you still got the Two of Cups. You still got life around you. The trees. You still have life. You still have air. You still have so much to gain from this experience. King of Pentacles, King of Cups. So much experience. So much more wisdom to gain. But are you willing to be the student of your own creation? Are you willing to receive the offering that Spirit is giving you? Are you going to walk through the door, is what I'm hearing. Are you gonna walk through the door? Wow. They came out anyways. Y'all saw me just shuffle. They they still came out. The King of Cups and the King of Pentacles. They still came out. Y'all saw me shuffle. Spirit wants you to know this. The divine wants you to know that there's so much for you to master here. The king of any suit is the master of that suit. This is the king of the mastering emotional states, the king of mastering material gain and abundance. These are masters of their skills. It's time to master your skill. Death at the bottom of the deck. You got eight of Pentacles. Yeah, master. It's time to master. This is the card of mastery. Like when it's time to work at something, right? Before you could get to the King of Pentacles, you had to go through the Eight of Pentacles. You had to go through the Two of Pentacles. This is you toying around with the idea, playing back and forth, right? With a little something here, a little something there. Maybe not wanting to let go of a little bit of this. Let me just play around with the ideas. This is just fun right now, right? It's a juggling act. Then you move into the Eight of Pentacles. You've made a choice. You have went through the Three of Pentacles, which is like apprenticeship, starting to collaborate with others. You've went through the Four of Pentacles that showed up earlier, where you are desperately holding on to something and possibly isolating yourself. The Five of Pentacles is complete and total loss, separation, isolation, loneliness. Six of Pentacles is the give and the take. The Seven of Pentacles is an investment, and you've invested. Now it's time to work. It's time to put in work. The rest of this year and next year are highly masculine years. It's time to put in some type of work. You know, everyone talks about a soft life and femininity and all that, and it's great. It's a beautiful energy to be able to tap into, but you also have to understand the interplay within yourself. And there are moments and times where you need to be in masculine energy. I don't care if you're a woman or a man or how you identify your gender. But then there's times that you need to be in feminine energy. Then there's also times where you need to be in androgynous energy. That's the balancing of the two. When you're in androgynous, you get to observe all that is. Page of Cups. Yep, there is a love offering that is available to you as well when you step into this higher level of consciousness. These want to come out. Yeah, it's going to come in fast, and it's going to be a brand new beginning. Eight of Wands and the Fool. It's going to come in fast, and it's going to be a brand new beginning. Look at that. Judgment in reverse. I hadn't really been reading cards in reverse here lately. But that right there goes to show that it's your choice. What do you choose? You no longer have to have yourself in pieces, fragmented. You don't have to code switch. Just be you. Hierophant. That's when you Hierophant, the Ace of Swords. This is the motherfucking truth, okay? This is the motherfucking truth. The Hierophant, that's Taurus energy all day. There's the 5 that I mentioned earlier. The Ace of Swords, that's truth. There's another sword here. Truth. Seeking higher wisdom and knowledge. Nine of Cups. Wish fulfilled. And the lotus plant here, that right there, that is prosperity. That is resilience. The lotus grows in water, will bloom during the day and close up at night. Even the lotus knows the balance, and it just observes. It has no opinion. Ace of Pentacles. I'm hearing it's time to water your own garden. You know, as Taurus can be very loyal. They're very hard workers too. But sometimes a Taurus will find themselves loyal to things and people that it's now time to release and let go of so that we can get out of captivity. And not that captivity is always something that is, I mean, captivity, I feel like collectively is considered something negative, right? How do you want me to say this, Spirit? So the thing about the eight of swords in this particular deck is that she can get down off the top of this. The ropes around her hands are not tight at all. The hair that's in front of her eyes, she could move that out of her face. She could scoot around these swords, move these swords out of the ground, and climb down this ladder and be free. If she would just stop being afraid of her own power, her own strength, trust her understanding and her truth. And sometimes it is the things that we find ourselves loyal to that will hold us back from understanding that what we want, what we truly want, is right in front of us and it's very accessible. It's the illusion that it's not. It's the illusion that it's not. What is the Judgment card here for? The Seven of Swords. Yeah. It's almost like you're looking over at what you really want, which is the truth, but you keep holding on to bullshit. And you know that it ain't right. You know it ain't right because it's dark, it's cold, and you keep looking over at the idea of the type of life or union or partnership reality in which it is that you want to experience, but just like you won't let go. You got stuff stuck everywhere trying to hang on to everything. And you lot of hurt yourself. You got swords stuck in your robe. You got a sword in your hand. You're holding the blade. You know you gonna cut your own hand off. Yeah, Five of Cups came out. The Moon. Yeah, there's an aspect of yourself that's hiding a more powerful aspect of yourself away from you. And it's something that you've agreed to. It is now time. I'm hearing that Spirit is saying this spiritual union is one that takes place within you. It's a union within yourself. It is the coming together and understanding of self. And when you can do that, then you will see the unions come together outside of self. The ones that feel good, the ones that are abundant, that are fulfilling. The Hangman. Yeah, you'll finally start looking at stuff looking from a different perspective. Looking from a different perspective. Looking from a different perspective. The Fool card. Looking from a different perspective. Understanding there's actually nothing that I can fuck up. Why don't I go ahead after what it is that I want? After what it is that I say that I want for myself? Why do I keep fragmenting myself, holding myself back, holding on and hurting myself? When all I need is the truth. The one truth, and that is I can have any and everything that I want. But what am I willing to give up to make space for the things that I want? Because what you want is on a continuum. You'll get the thing that you wanted 3 months ago, tomorrow, and that excitement's only going to live for so long. You may even get it and then realize it's not even that exciting anymore. Because 9 times out of 10, you already on to the next thing. And now you want to call it heartbreak. It's called self-inflicted heartbreak. Self-inflicted. Self-inflicted. But it's just you not letting go of what no longer serves you and what no longer hurts you. Allowing things and people and events, the opportunities, environments to move away, and let other things new come in, or even letting those things, people, and environments come in, but in a different form. Sometimes you have to let go of the role a person plays in your life in order to allow them to come in as the person that you wish for them to be. But also being okay with them never showing up that way, but knowing that spirit always has something better for you. But instead, some of you are holding on to a person, an idea, a concept, a belief, material stuff that's literally going to hurt you or has hurt you. King of Swords. Yep, you just want the truth. I think 3 kings are out here. Any more messages, Spirit? That's too many. For those of you that it's heartbreak, you've experienced some pain. It could be from a lover, it could be from family, it could be something that you may acknowledge on your own, right? That you've done to yourself, right? With it right here by the Fool card, what I'm picking up on these two energies is you have to open up again. There's a difference between becoming wiser and becoming bitter. Three of Cups and wow, 3 could be, somebody could be 33. There's a celebration. 3 of Cups, 3 of Discs, 3 of Pentacles. There's a celebration. Wow, the High Priest, the Death card, and the Knight of Swords, and the Woo Wee. Shut up. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. So you got the High Priestess again. That was at the bottom of the deck earlier. The Death card showed up, I believe, when I split the deck, and it was at the bottom of the deck at one point. It's transformation, endings. Get out of being stuck. Get into truth. Get into understanding. Seek the truth. Move forward with truth. Put your wings on and fly. And then the androgynous, the woo-wee. I said that showed up in the channeled message that I wrote down. It was the androgynous energy. And the woo-wee just showed up. This is the androgynous energy. The neutrality. All right, let me get a closeout message from this self-care deck. And then we're going to close out. I got some new tarot decks coming, so I'm excited about those. Kind of add something new to the spread. That's the card. 10 of Pentacles. That's what Spirit wants you to know at the end of this all. Legacy. Some of you all are sleeping on your legacy. There are people waiting for you to show up. And this spiritual union could very well be another person, but you have to create the union within yourself first. And that's going to come from balance. That's going to come from being an observer of your reality so that you can intuit the information. so that you can become wiser. Look at all these cards of wisdom here. All these cards of wisdom. You got the Fool, the Hierophant, the Priestess, and you got the Death card. And then right here you got the Moon card, Intuition. And this is the closeout message is legacy. So how many of you all are sleeping on your legacy because you will not create and embrace the spiritual union that needs to happen within you? One thing that I will do on this channel is I will always keep it real with you. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. But some of you all want partnership. You want your person. You want the money. But there's things within you that you're not willing to let go of. You're holding on to things that keep injuring you. That keep opening wounds. You keep creating more and more wounds. And then you sit around and want to be a victim. But that's not how you can be a victim. I'm not saying that you can't. You can be whatever you want to. I am that I am. You choose. But Spirit is saying that it's a choice and you can have this. You can have all of what you want in this reality. Because it's going to be on a continuum. Something that you wanted last year may not be the same thing that you want now. But you can have it. But are you willing to grow with your desires? Are you willing to shift and expand with all of what it is that you want? All it is that you say you want? Are you willing to find balance amongst the polarity of all things? To harmonize a situation, to harmonize yourself? Are you willing? All right, Taurus, that is what I have for you. I send you peace, I send you light, and I send you love. And until next time.